From George Washington to today's president, the office of the presidency has shaped the destiny of the United States. In this video, we'll journey through time, spotlighting every American president and their impact on the nation. Let's dive into the legacy of America's leaders, from the birth of the Republic to modern-day challenges. George Washington, from 1789 to 1797, was the first president and father of his country. He set the standard for leadership and voluntarily stepped down after 2 terms. John Adams, from 1797 to 1801, helped avoid war with France and strengthened the federal government. Thomas Jefferson, from 1801 to 1809, doubled the nation's size with the Louisiana Purchase. James Madison, from 1809 to 1817, led the country through the War of 1812, defending American sovereignty. James Monroe, from 1817 to 1825, issued the Monroe Doctrine, shaping foreign policy for decades. John Quincy Adams, from 1825 to 1829, advocated for modernization, but faced strong opposition. Andrew Jackson, from 1829 to 1837, expanded presidential power but was controversial for the Indian Removal Act. From Martin Van Buren to James Buchanan, spanning 1837 to 1861, they faced economic crises and increasing sectional conflict over slavery. Abraham Lincoln, from 1861 to 1865, preserved the Union during the Civil War and abolished slavery with the Emancipation Proclamation. Andrew Johnson, from 1865 to 1869, clashed with Congress during Reconstruction. Ulysses S. Grant, from 1869 to 1877, worked to protect African American rights amid corruption. From Rutherford B. Hayes to William McKinley, covering 1877 to 1901, they oversaw industrial growth, civil service reform, and the Spanish-American War. Theodore Roosevelt, who served from 1901 to 1909, was a progressive reformer who championed conservation and trust-busting. Then came William Howard Taft and Woodrow Wilson. Wilson led the United States through World War I and pushed for the League of Nations. From Warren G. Harding to Herbert Hoover, they faced the Roaring Twenties and the Great Depression. Franklin D. Roosevelt, from 1933 to 1945, led through the Great Depression and World War II. He created the New Deal. Harry Truman, from 1945 to 1953, ended World War II with the atomic bomb and started the Cold War containment policy. Dwight D. Eisenhower, from 1953 to 1961, built the interstate system and navigated Cold War tensions. John F. Kennedy, from 1961 to 1963, inspired a generation and confronted the Cuban Missile Crisis. Lyndon B. Johnson pushed civil rights legislation and launched the Great Society. Richard Nixon opened China, ended the Vietnam War, but resigned after Watergate. Gerald Ford and Jimmy Carter transitioned post-Watergate. Carter emphasized human rights. Ronald Reagan, from 1981 to 1989, revived the economy and accelerated the end of the Cold War. George H.W. Bush oversaw the Gulf War and the collapse of the Soviet Union. Bill Clinton, from 1993 to 2001, presided over economic growth, NAFTA, and a historic impeachment trial. George W. Bush, from 2001 to 2009, led during 9/11 and launched the War on Terror. Barack Obama, from 2009 to 2017, was the first black president and passed the Affordable Care Act. Donald Trump, from 2017 to 2021, was controversial but impactful on immigration, the economy, and foreign policy. Joe Biden, from 2021 to the present, has focused on healing post-COVID America, climate action, and rebuilding international alliances. Each president, whether celebrated or criticized, left their mark on America's story. Through war and peace, prosperity and crisis, the office of the presidency continues to shape not only a nation but the world. Which president do you think had the greatest impact? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more history in minutes. See you in the next one.